Hi, it's Platini from ARH Studios, and I just got your email here for the payment for the ad. If you would, maybe I can send you this payment, but also you need it by Friday, because it's Friday, probably not going to get it to you. Probably if you send it by mail, probably get to you by next week sometime. So anyway, I'll go ahead and forward you an email asking you for a little bit of an extension if possible. So hope you have a great day. Talk later. So we're doing I'm helping with the Instagram, and just took a picture of him, and we're calling it #Candidate. So what you working on again, Spencer?
I am finishing the mold for the Aryan cake. It'll be done by the end of today, probably, actually.
So he's working on the Aryan Cape.
Sweet.
Yeah, that will include the casts. Casting is the easiest part of the whole process.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go and make some phone calls, hopefully.
What did you want to talk to me about, Ed?
Oh, nothing. I emailed you in April something about
Invoice?
somebody's
Yeah, it was an invoice.
$25 credit.
It was somebody's. You had emailed me an invoice, right?
No, I don't know what this one is, so that's why I want to talk to you. But that's okay. We can do it a little bit later.
If you're looking for it, it's in the resolved issues of my account. I have a folder called resolved issues, which is where I stick everything that's
Okay. Well, I'll just ask you. It's not that big of a deal. It's not.
You kind of waste. Yep. Turning into a world traveler.
That's the dream.
It is kind of, right?
There's nothing in here in Idaho to see. At least not that I have probably seen.
Have you been to that Craters of the Moon thing?
Yeah.
What's that like?
Hot.
Hot. What?
Absolutely no shade. We went on probably one of the hottest days of the year. I was like, are you kidding me?
Where are the closest hot springs?
That is a good question. I think there's some just outside of Eagle heading towards Cascade. I know Lava has some, but they're a good 5 hours away. They're not exactly close.
Lava?
Yeah, there's a town called Lava, and they've got some hot springs. It's actually a pretty cool little getaway spot. You've got your hot springs.
I'm surprised it didn't get a ton of thumbs down.
Why do they get thumbs down?
I don't know, because people still disagree with that.
That digital is better than traditional.
Yeah, that traditional is better than. But guess what? None of them have jobs anymore. I should have said that.
Yeah, not when you're on camera.
Oops. What's that?
Oh, my stirring stick for the phone.
Oh, yeah.
I realized that you could save sticks if you just cut away the phone after each use. And it's slowly
Damn, that is not
drilling
gonna,
down on the stick.
that is not gonna freaking work. It's too
Jeez, man, it took me like an hour to get it on top of it. But get there in that too.
I didn't know how bad that the mold would rip. So you want to have a failure on camera if this mold was a failure.
We're gonna have mistakes, we're gonna have embarrassments, and no failures.
Exactly. This is all about how you show yourself.
Oh, I thought we were going to be honest.
We are. We are being honest with what we show.
90% honesty, 10% discretion.
No, we are honest in everything we are showing. And not necessarily are going to show everything.
I see how it is.
No.
You ever watch Interstellar, right?
No, I want to. I haven't had time.
The movie they've got people walking around, they're doing that now.
Yeah.
And they program their personality based on percentages. So like, one robot might be programmed to have 50% humor, 80% honesty, 20% discretionary.
Yeah.
So I forgot that I'm filming. We just
Oh, we're keeping that. Oh, we're doing the interview all that.
well, as I said, we are finishing the molds for the Cape of Arian, and we're going to be casting one copy right now, and then we'll have all the parts for Arian. I'm also painting it. It's almost done. So by the time I'm finished painting the statue, the cake will be ready for painting. So I'm getting there.
think I have to. I think I have to move this buckle over like a quarter of an inch.
Why?
Well, if you look at it from the right angle, like straight on, it's over just a little bit.
I don't think that's necessary.
I just hate the idea of giving anybody anything.
Okay. Okay, I know you. Go ahead. Do whatever you think.
This little buckle,
It's a tiny fraction to the right instead of,
it needs to be moved that way just a tiny bit. If you look at it,
He's OCD, you know.
It's a good artist.
it'll take me 10 minutes to do it. So
What do you mean, so don't
no, it needs the actual like little loop on that belt needs to be moved that way, like an eighth of an inch.
Now, can we have a bigger ring?
You want a bigger ring on it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, yeah.
Because I can definitely tell here that the ring is bigger in comparison to the leather straps. You see there? His ring is. You agree with me?
Well, if I'm gonna redo it, then let's get a bigger ring.
I know you increase the length of this capper from the previous one.
Yeah.
Should be a little bit more to the right. Because you see, there's this round thing here that shows after his leg.
Yeah, and that's this.
Yeah.
Right.
And then here,
Yeah.
the thing with the.
Yep.
Yeah. How are we going to attach the
Just I'll put like a loop back here. I'll make like I don't know. I'll come up with something on the back of the belt to hold like a metal ring.
You think that we couldn't could this look right here? Because I think that's enormous area. You see here
Yeah.
between the.
Yeah.
You think it could be one of them?
Yeah.
Because if you put anything else, anywhere else, it's going to interfere with the.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's fine. And then we attach it here and here.
Yeah.
Right in here.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be perfect. How did Moore do that? Yeah. Yeah, I think that if we have that thing on that area there, we'll be able to.
Just don't stop believing your own press now.
I worked harder on mine than he did on his, that's for damn sure.
I believe it.
I like yours better.
I hope so.
Okay, so I ain't never done the Teleco part before. Someone's gotta. You want like covered
Oh
or?
god, everyone put on your gas masks.
I've already destroyed my sense of smell with the acetone for the day. So.
No, you have to. No, you have to do like this. Make sure that it's going to go deep into the silicone and stay deep into the silicone. Very, very deep.
So I was watching our video yesterday, Aaron,
Yeah.
and I realized something that we're gonna have to be a little more aware of in the future.
What's that?
Editing, when we have the camera pointed at that clock. Because so we'll be filming, right?
Yeah.
And if it's pointed at that clock and then we start editing, you kind of get a Napoleon Dynamite thing going on with the cheese. If you watch him as he's grating the cheese for his quesadilla, that stack keeps moving.
Oh, okay. Right.
Because they film it and then they cut it.
Yeah.
Alright. Now I blow the sucker off.
What was that?
Me trying to get the hose head on.
Should I be touching?
He's good.
Hang this up.
He's fine.
Yeah.
You know what? What you got it? Okay. Sometimes what helps is like pushing it against like hold this thing and like mechanical advantage, man.
Give me a place to stand and I will move the world.
That's the spirit.
I always forget who said that. Maslow? No. Maslow is the psychologist.
Atlas.
Is it? No. Not quite. He's the guy who invented the pulley system. And he discovered the idea of leverage.
Man, I don't know. Was it Archimedes? No.
Maybe. That actually sounds right, Archimedes. Okay, so how you do this? You hold one, you blow with the other.
Was Archimedes the one that discovered how to make a compass, like a divider? Like he held the two sticks together and figured out, like drawing in the sand, that you could make a perfect circle if you had a static center point and then swung.
I don't know.
I forget.
I forget too. They don't deem stuff like that important in the public high schools. You have to go do that by yourself.
Yeah, it was probably like glazed over in some class.
Yeah. Who needs a fog machine? Just stick taco in an air compressor. Hey, did you drill a hole in this mold there at home?
Yes.
Oh, you did. Well, I'm done with the taco.
Where's the hole?
Right here.
Okay, now so didn't we talk about putting more foam here?
Yeah.
And you didn't
We
put
did.
it.
Why you need more?
Well, yeah, we need more, but it's now it's fine. Let's wrap it with tape and see what happens. Yeah, see if we can wrap it up with tape.
Objects in there. Those are the dust from this, like getting into your equipment and, all right. Okay, I washed my hands of it. I've said what I needed to. That's how he orders drinks, and that's how he ignores me. He just waves his hand.
I have a lot more other things to worry about than what the dust would do to the camera.
I know.
One more here on top. And the opposite.
These all three holes and these two breathers.
This is the hole. Those are breathers. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, you think you can throw,
Land it in there.
yeah, without the syringe, just by
Yeah.
pouring. Think you can?
Yeah, it'll be slow, but.
Yeah.
And then just leave it on the table.
Yeah, just
As
it.
is.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. Just leave it there.
What is that huge? Oh.
Yeah, if you have a steady hand, I think you can pour in that hole over there. For the amount, let me see.
This is gonna be a full cup.
No, definitely not.
I need a full cup.
No. Do 20 ounces on both cups. 20 on each. If it needs more, then we put more, but I think 20 ounces will do. Did you find the gloves?
Yep.
Oh, right here. There's one right here.
It's leaking. Go home. It's leaking. Much?
Everything?
Yeah.
From where?
I haven't picked it up yet. Yeah. Might crack. Yeah.
Just let it drip. Let it drip. Once it hardens, we fill up the rest.
I'm not doing that again.
You're not doing that again? I'll do it. So we're gonna revise the belt a little bit more because
This
there's a little ring.
this ring we decided isn't big enough.
Yeah.
This-
So so
we don't have one that's the right size, which means you know who has to make one.
yeah.
So here's how we do it. We take some steel armature wire, find a tube that's the right diameter, and wrap it around this thing.
So is that the diameter you
Yep,
want?
Yes. So you make a bunch of loops so that you have.
You have enough to work with.
Yeah.
And then just cut it out.
And that's it, yep. So use my wire cutters, and then you find like one of the loops that you made that's about the right size. And that's it. So once we flatten this out, you gotta bend it into shape a little bit.
That's the belt. That seems pretty good.
The thing is, I think if we had left it the size that it would have just kind of disappeared in the detail. So there, it's like 1/8 of an inch bigger.
That's it. So just zoom in. Is that your lucky hat?
Yes. You can't be in a bad mood when you wear this hat until you lose the ring you just made.
My boys have a Pikachu one. I should have got the Pikachu.
Part of the reason we did this is because I felt like the belt loop was over to the right, like maybe 1/4 of an inch too far, so we decided we wanted a bigger belt loop, and I figured we'd correct the positioning of it, so kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But once this is finished, the lower half of him is done. So the torso fits on there at this point. With all the belts, all the detail is done, so we can move on to fixing the head on the neck and get the hair and the necklace detail on there, and that's it.
Yep. All right.
Okay, so here's where I am right now with the Aryan. It takes me more time because I'm painting 2 at the same time. So everything I do in one, I have to do exactly the same on the other one. So let's not consider this one, because this one is going to the factory. This is the one we're gonna keep. I have already painted the whole face and hood, painted the hair, we painted the shoulder armor here on the left side, as well as the bracelet and both bracelets on the right arm. Then I started working on the skirt and belt, and I got it done already. I added the details in the back here. And then I started painting the knee pad, armor, and the boots. So right now I just applied a basic golden color and the basic brown color. And as soon as the paint dries, then I'm going to do a patina on top of the brown, make the brown on the boot here look like the hood, because they look like similar. And then I will paint the fur with a lighter color. So this is how where we are right now. And I think I might need today and probably tomorrow to finish. We still have to paint the base and the cake and other things. She has a knife that goes here on her right leg, and she also has a second belt that holds the scabbard. So she has a second belt I haven't painted yet, but I will get to paint the second belt with the scabbard. And of course she has the top covers for her breasts, but that's the last thing I'm going to be applying on her. The covers for her breasts. So sorry, I'm gonna take a quick break here now. I need to wait for the paint here to dry, and then I'll be back to finish her in a couple, maybe 1 or 2 hours, and then I'll take a break. I'm gonna do something else right now. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Area 2 coming along. My next paint project after this one will be Perseus versus Medusa. Erin is right now finishing the Barbarian sculpture, the Frazetta Barbarian, but that one I will make molds for it, cast. I'll prepare the masters, but I will not paint that one. That one I will send it out to Jim Rowell, and I'm sure he's gonna do a great job too. And while he's painting that, I will be busy working some other stuff. Okay? Come back later with more. So here's a quick close-up on area that I have already painted so far. We have the hood done, face. We have the skin color, the body, the left shoulder armor, and also the skirt. And I started painting now the boots and the knee pads and the knee armor. But those I have just applied the base color. And as soon as those colors dry, I'll go back to finish those parts. So again.
We're finally getting to the head. So we went over this once before. So we had 2 heads that the first one we printed, it looked okay, but we thought the nose was a little bit wide, and there was a few other tweaks. You can't always account for everything in ZBrush. You got to change your, whatever it is, the field of view or the perspective. And if you don't have it exactly right, sometimes what you print is a little bit different than what you see on the screen. So we made those alterations, and this is the final digital head that we output on the Eden. But to go ahead and touch it up in wax, and that presents like a whole new series of issues. First of all, you got to make a mold. So I made a quick box mold of this, and then I cast this in CX5, which is Adam Dean's wax. He's a really good sculptor, and he makes good wax. I still prefer the old McFarlane Castelline for the bulk of my work, but the CX5 holds detail really well. It's not as gummy as the Castelline. You can carve it really well. For doing portraits, it's awesome. I think that's actually what Adam Bean started doing with his wax, his portrait work. Anyway, so casting in wax creates a new set of problems because you have to account for shrink, because when things cool, they shrink, obviously. So you have to scale the head up like 2 to 3%, yeah, I think it is, in ZBrush before you output it. And then when you pour it in wax, it shrinks to the right size. The only other problem with this technique, though, is that you can't pressurize the wax because then it compacts too much in the pressure tank, and oftentimes it distorts across the thin axis. So I could have pressurized this, and then I would have had like a nose that was too narrow, or the cheekbones would have been like under the cheeks would have been sunken in too much. But if you don't pressurize it, you can end up with like thousands of tiny little air bubbles in the wax, which you just kind of have to pick your poison. Which one are you going to try to deal with? Unless somebody knows something I don't. I mean, I coat the inside of the mold with talc to try to account for that so that I don't have to pressurize it. But I still have little air bubbles on here that I need to get rid of. They're so small that you probably can't even make them out, but I see them, and that's obviously unacceptable for our final resin casting. So anyway, I'm just going over the portrait, finalizing all the details. Once this bad boy is done, get the hair on there. Well, I gotta put them on the neck first, obviously, and then get the hair on and wrap it up, get the necklace on, and we'll be good to go.